Hey everyone, my name is Jordan Mendoza, and what this video is about is how to do a one-take follow dance video. Now, the reason why I decided to make this video is because I searched around for different ideas and searched around for different ways of doing this, and I couldn't find any. So I decided to make this video and give you a layout of what items to use, the formats, and kind of the way to shoot the video, and also show you some camera movements that might help you create your own. Over the next 8 minutes, I'm going to show you the gear I used, the movements I used, some of the dance inside of the video that I used. Step 1, here's the gear I used. I used the Sony a6500 with a 16 to 50 millimeter powered zoom lens. Now this has optical image stabilization inside of it, so it works with the Sony camera. It is a very lightweight camera, very small lens, but gives me the wide angle that I'm looking to use. On top we have the Rode video mic here with the dead cat on it, as well as the Fiyu Tech AK2000. So I've used those items. The camera itself shoots in 4K. For this video, I only shot 1080p. I wanted to get that 60 frames per second for the movement and be able to manipulate that in post. And the Rode video mic wasn't really needed for this film. It was really windy, so unfortunately I didn't get a whole lot of audio off either of the videos that I shot because it was windy. And the dead cat just really didn't hold up to how much wind was around us. The Fiyu Tech AK2000 was actually a really big asset in this facet because I used the all follow stage or the all follow mode of it and really was able to move with the dancer and kind of feel their movement and allow the dancers to move and not worry about me trying to direct them to move, because I didn't want to get in their way. I wanted them to choose the movement, and I wanted them to kind of let the music talk to them and tell them where to go, rather than me telling, okay, we're going to go here, we're going to go here. I basically gave them a few movements and said, I'm going to follow you, I'm going to wrap around, I'm going to go left to right, but all in all, what I did was follow them, which was quite interesting because I was in front of them the whole time. But it was actually a really good experiment and a lot of fun to do. So check out a few of these clips of the movement that I did and how I kind of followed them, and let me know what you think about it down below. The two dancers I used were Jordan McIntosh and Krista Mendoza, or as she's known in her professional career, Krista Baker. Krista is my wife and dances with Nevada Ballet. Jordan McIntosh guests with Nevada Ballet. So I used them in this facet because I know they are both great at creating an atmosphere with their dance. And I wanted them to take the music that we picked. So I picked a few songs from Epidemic Sound, and I sent them over to them so they could choose which song they wanted and which song they actually liked. From those songs, they chose the one that spoke to them the most, and that allowed them to really get inside their mind and get inside their body so that they could create something that would work in this space. You really want to let the dancer dictate unless you have a specific point that you are going for. But in this sense, I was following them. So let them do what they do, and I had to be light on my feet to move and adapt to the way they decided to dance. And that is really the only way that I wanted to do it. I didn't want to get in their way. I wanted to see what they came up with and let them create their movement. I was just a fly on a wall with the camera filming them. So one of the aspects that I focused on was movement. So I wanted them to follow me up this hill that we had picked out for the space of the dance. And as they moved, I walked backwards with the gimbal and filmed them and just kind of tried to make sure they stayed within screen or within frame, if you will. I tried to use the roll of thirds as much as possible, either keeping them in the left third or the right third. At some points, it felt proper to put them in the center of the screen, but I really wanted to show the surroundings behind them. I live in Las Vegas in a part where it's very close to Red Rock, and just using the background, not necessarily Red Rock itself, but just the mountains themselves in the piece just really spoke to the isolation of it and showing how distant things are, but in kind of the beauty that they have around them. So I really wanted to focus on that. One item that I wanted to mention was the JBL. It's a JBL boombox type thing. This one is so when you're. This is the JBL Extreme 2, and this was a crucial part of the filming aspect. I connected my phone to the speaker and played music so that way when they were dancing, I could hear the music through the camera's onboard microphone or the Rode video mic that I have on there and match it up in post just to make it easier for myself. But of course, dancers need to be able to hear the music they're dancing to as well as I need to be able to hear it so I can match it up later. This little thing, well, it's actually a pretty big thing, has a killer battery life, and the actual audio quality and the volume of it increases and gets loud enough to where you can hear it for a pretty far distance. You need to make sure that you can hear the audio through your video recording so you can match it up as well as use any musical cues perhaps, because a lot of dancers use musical cues within themselves or within their preparation for their dance to create that dance. You want to make sure that you're matching it up, and if there's a certain hit on a certain downbeat or even a certain note that they want it to express, you want to make sure that that is incorporated into it. I hope this is a great jumping off point for you and the research that you've done to make a one-shot mobile dance video. It's a lot of fun. I personally come from a dance background, so I love filming dance. It's one of the things that I feel like I'm going to do for a very long time just because I love capturing the essence of the movement that those dancers create. So good luck out there. If you have any questions, throw a comment down below and I'll be sure to check in with you. But have a great time, keep filming, and of course, sometimes just keep the camera rolling. Sometimes you get the best stuff. So take care and thanks for watching.